Okay, I'll follow you.
You need to go inside then. Come on. In you go. Good girl.
Oh yes, I can't open the window yet. Yet.
And we get a free phone.
The bar is just resetting so you can get out. So there you go, guys. Those of you that are interested, new car. Thanks to Elizabeth over there. What can I say? We'll see when we get home and wash it and clean it and polish it. And polish it. And polish it. Look forward to this one. Cool stuff. Bart's not going to realize why I've stopped. There you go. Right. Thanks, Ellis. Cool. So the little Golf has come home. 2005 model, 1.4S. So it's a manual 5-speed. It is 140,000 miles, runs really well. Came with a 3/4 tank of fuel. There's a few things that need repairing and I'll deal with them bit by bit. So just a quick walk around to give you an idea. The fenders up front both have rust. The other one is worse. If I can find replacement fenders for stupidly cheap money, I'll happily replace them. But in the meantime, it'll have to carry on rusting by itself. Lots of little 21-year-old car, bits of scrapes and scratches and stuff. She told me that there was rust on the door. I think that's just surface rust. Once again, do I do anything about it? No. The thing I didn't know was that there is a big scrape down the side here, but I can deal with that. It's not too problematic. If you look carefully, you'll see the car has had paint before, but again, I always feel that these things need dealing with as and when. You will find that there's lots of dirt and moss and all the rubbers. The paint looks a bit shit because it lived under a tree, but hopefully once I've washed it, I'll also give it a bit of a polish. If you look typically like a British car, all the rubbers, there's loads of moss growing. The front window mechanism doesn't work. You can hear the engine churning, but there might just be a mechanism that's disconnected or loosened or broken. This is more concerning, is this rust that you can see bubbling there. There's a big chunk of it. It's not something I'm bothered about for cutting and welding. It's easy enough to do. You can see somebody's been over there recently because it had to have some welding done for the MOT. All the hubcaps are shit, but that doesn't bother me either. The upholstery everywhere. I should just show you quickly. The upholstery is really good. The back seat looks like it's never been used. Front seat, once again, VW do really good upholstery. And when you look at this, all of this isn't just good, it's very good. The nice thing is there's no stains from eating pizza down the middle of the guy's legs like you see on transits and stuff. Steering wheel, if I can replace it, I'd happily do that, but that has to be done for free, because that's what it's meant to look like. That's what it looks like. So it's a little bit worn, I'm not bothered, but other than that, interior is really good. I've not looked in the back. Let's see what the back looks like. All right, so first of all, just from the distance, that's what you've got. These big taillights used to put me off completely. This will be interesting, addressing this bit of scraping marking down the side. It's almost the kind of thing that happens when you drive past hay bales too closely and they actually really make proper contact. You can see it's been a working car. The rear bumper has some damage. It's been impacted, so there's a few cracks, but that doesn't bother me either. Tailgate, badge, pretty naked, doesn't bother me. There's an L missing on the Golf, so we might change to Goff. Get a T in there, make it a Goff. Right, you can see it's been used for gardening, but I suspect not much load carrying done. Spare wheel is there with the tools. Doesn't look like the spare wheels that have been used, or maybe once slightly, but there's nothing else in here. At least the jack is there. And then you can see from living under a tree, there's lots of cleaning to be done. Once again, I don't mind. That bumper I'll sort out. There's a way of fixing that. There we go. And then it probably needs a bit of lubricating. Definitely needs a new badge. There you go. It's done. Down this side, once again, a little bit of surface rust there. 100%, just not a problem. Bit of polish, we'll sort that out quick. All the glass is good. More moss growth. Considering we're in the middle of a drought, all the moss has died out. But nothing a pressure cleaner won't clean. So pressure cleaner needed on that. This mirror is much better than the other one. This is my biggest concern. And if I can find a complete fender in the same color, I would consider replacing it. This is not a difficult job. Remove the inner fender, protect this plastic thing that's in there, you can see it down there as well. The fender liner, remove that, cut out, weld, prime, paint, blend, whatever. But trying to blend paint is a pain in the ass. If you look, it's quite rocky. And you end up cutting about there, all the way to there, right up in the arch, that section, and that becomes your joining line. And obviously you'd be blending paint higher up. But I think that is not a difficult job. It's not a job I'm concerned about. Coming around this side, you see it's been into a wall or a fence post or something there before, a little bit of damage. All of these things can be polished, but you can also see that the front end has been painted badly before. Does it bother me? Absolutely not. These are things that you can fix. There's a sidewalk that was too high. It doesn't bother me. Because when you look at the car from here, anywhere, once it's washed and I've polished it, it'll be highly presentable. So pleased as punch. I think I'm very pleased that Elizabeth sold me this car. Considering its other option was either scrap or selling to those companies that buy cars off you for £300-400 and then you sell them for double and 3 times that. So yeah, pleased as anything. I think next job will be to get it through to the back, get a bucket and a mop and wash it. Just washing it's going to make a huge difference already. The hubcaps, as you can see, these are even worse than the other ones on the other side. They are scratched and damaged to hell. You can either paint them, which is one option for me. Find some badges to stick on there, or no badges. The front one's the same. It's obviously had lots of contact with sidewalks and stuff. It doesn't bother me. I can fix these things. Those are all easy fixes. But overall, I am very pleased. Looking forward to living with this car for a while. I see the aerial definitely needs replacing. If I can find another one somewhere, that'll be good, because that's just been eaten up by either the sun or a dog or birds or something. We've not looked at the front inside the engine bay. There's almost no engine compared to modern stuff. Let's see if we can get this to open. Where does this open up? Other side? Oh look, we have a little valve cover type thing, minus a badge again. But I'll fix that later on. See if we can get inside this car. My biggest concern today will be getting this window just in the up position completely. That'll make me very happy. And then this little guy, just open up. Really impressive. And that whole plastic cover doesn't give you a whole lot of anything. Modern engines are all covered over. Fuse box and whatever in there, battery box, and obviously I'll check all the fluids when I've got it in the back, make sure everything is filled, window washer, etc. I'll probably end up putting some soap and water in here with a brush as well. But I think that I've done good. Very pleased, very thankful. So yeah, next job, start it up, get it through to the back, wash it. That's how I do stuff. In fact, coffee first and then wash it. Thanks for watching for the time being. So there you go. 140,568 miles at my front door. The clock needs resetting. It's 27 degrees Celsius outside. It's still bloody hot. 115.9, call it 116 miles door to door. And like I said, when you look at this, I would say that this car is well worth having. All of these things work. Half a tank of fuel, which was a 3/4 tank when I left. If I can find replacements for those, that'll be good. The switch and the surrounding thing, because they are obviously dead as hell. I suspect, yeah, it's that horrible soft touch plastic that scratches off. Over time, I had the same in the Scenic, and once you take some Jif and a scouring pad and you take all that shit off, it's not a problem. But obviously it affects all of these switches and stuff because they were covered in soft touch plastics, and after 21 years they've died. So now I need replacements for those. You can see the radio, 3 of the buttons also look like shit. So if I can find a replacement face, that would be awesome. Look who's here. Hello, John.
It's very quiet.
John's come to check up on
Very
me.
quiet.
I
Can't hear it.
hope you switch kettle on.
Yeah.
Good.
Does the window work?
No, this one doesn't work. This window does not work. It makes noises. Listen. You can hear. It makes noises. Yeah, let's see if you can pull it up. Right, that's brilliant
Go
because
down a
that's
bit.
for the wash. It doesn't.
It does. Hold on. Put it down a little bit. Right. Don't touch the switch. Yeah.
Right, John is doing
The glass,
something
the
there.
glass is moving,
Correct.
but the motor's not.
There's a mechanism.
Yeah. So it's come disconnected from the mechanism.
That's right.
Put it up.
We're trying. But I want it shut completely so I can wash it. Thanks. I think that's done, eh? No, don't do that. Just leave it shut so I can, when I wash
Yeah, but it's
it.
just going to fall.
Yeah, not now.
It will.
Don't. John, stop fucking with my car. Right. So that is one of the repairs that we're doing. There's a set of little
Panel's gotta
brackets.
come off.
There's a rail in which the glass sits, and there's 2 little brackets. Those have obviously become disconnected. So either I can use some special glue, or I might have to buy a new bracket. But the motor runs, which is great news. What were you
Just need to
saying?
clean. This panel's going to have to come off.
Yeah.
Probably just needs cleaning up, glass put back in properly, and
That's right.
it should work.
So that'll be good news. And then, like I said, things like that I need to replace. Flip-flops, always. But yeah, happy with this little car. I think I've done all right. If it keeps going for a while, even better. I think it's ULEZ exempt as well, which is good news, and it's a 1.4, so it's really learner driver friendly. Goes well though, it really goes well. So, car's a bit cleaner. Taken the hubcaps off, washed the engine bay, lifted the scuttle, take that seal off, you can get in there. Now, at least, you open it, it looks a bit like that. So the leaves and shit that was there from 21 years of use have been removed. You can see the stains, but that's okay, I can live with stains. Put that all back. So that has been cleaned, battery box, top of the engine. That little cover is just over here, waiting. I need a new badge for it. It was missing when I got it, so luckily it was in the car. But I'll refit that with a new Batman badge or something interesting. You can see it must have come off and ended up down there, sorry, and got eaten up by a belt. That's okay, I can live with all of that. So yeah, cleaned it up. It looks a lot better, at least the engine bay does. So we'll shut that for the moment, just halfway. And if you look carefully, you will see lots of black moss. That's a bug, but there's lots of black, and I think this is from this car living under a tree for a long time. I'm not sure exactly how things happen or unfolded for the car during its life, but hubcaps off, cleaner. I used the pressure washer to get in there, get all the moss and stuff out, because there was moss. I used some cloth to get into all of these. You just need to open up everything and get in clean. And then on the roof, you'll see this thing must have been parked next to a tree all its life, or was washed with scouring pad, because if you look carefully, there's just a shitload of scratches. But I'll tackle that tomorrow. I think it's about 5:30, 5:45 in the evening now, on Saturday evening. I think I'll come back to this tomorrow. I'll leave it here tonight and basically run over the whole car with G3 polish and compound. Interior, I've washed and wiped down everything. I literally have gone into every joint. I pulled a shitload of leaves out there. If you put a hose in there or a pressure washer or anything, all the leaves that fall on the top of the scuttle make their way down. And obviously that's where you get the rust. So cars rust because there's fertile ground. Fertile ground sometimes means leaves and junk. But if you look at the interior of this thing, I haven't even washed or shampooed the seat, but there's a little bit of sort of wet, dry wear and tear. But if I wash and shampoo them with a machine, leave them for a day, they will look like new. Same at the back here, all the door panels. And if somebody can tell me how to wind that window, there is a lock that I've found over there. I'm gonna still try and see if I unlock it. I think that's just a child lock to stop the door handle from being opened from the inside. But it might affect, because the door can open at the moment, but I can't move the windows. These glasses are stuck for some reason, I'm not sure why. But like I say, if you look at the condition of the paint here, this is from parking it right up against a hedge or a bush or something. Luckily, all of that with a bit of polishing and cleaning can be sorted. That's reflection. The back tailgate, I cleaned up all in here with a brush and some elbow grease. There's still a bit that I couldn't quite get to, but everything is clean and tidy now. At least it does look 100 times better. Vacuumed the inside. I'm going to put a protective piece of texture, the same stuff that you put on a skateboard deck, across there. I've got a roll of that which I'll put across there, because that obviously with loading and stuff you can see there's a certain amount of damage. I'm not intending to paint that. I'm going to leave it alone. This is a 21-year-old car. It's earned its stripes in more than one way. Same at the back here. Clean, tidy. Hubcaps, they're over there. We'll talk about them in a moment. I can probably shut this now. Then when you look at that, now that it's been cleaned, those scratches, scrapes, that was obviously a close shave with the wall, that most of this bottom stuff I can polish out. That's literally 2 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, by hand. There's a couple of little scratches, marks. You can see somebody tried touching them in with the car's paint. But if you put a bit of effort in there, just polish by hand, it'll be 100 times better. And then front, same thing. Literally went right around the bottom of the doors. All the rubber seals, everything has been cleaned properly. I will also come back here again. I've just put that vacuum cleaner over for the first time. There's a lot of dirt in there. I'm not sure if I should use a wet polisher or washer, kind of shampoo or whatever. We'll see. This is my worry. It's not a worry in the true sense, but I really would love to find another one of those. If anyone's got one, by all means, let me know. The rest of it, that soft touch plastic stuff, I did the same when I had the Scenic. Just takes a bit of effort, and then eventually you can get most of it off. You can see it comes off quite easily. You scratch it. And with a bit of something like elbow grease, it comes off really easily. And the steering wheel, I'd love to replace it simply because it's not perfect. But the rest of the car, to be honest, I think that this, once I put the polisher over it, I should say, I'll shut this for a moment as well. I need to clean that, and then just looking, there's scratches and shit everywhere. I think that somebody put a scourer over this car because, having been parked under that tree, this black moss that grew everywhere, I think they couldn't get most of it off. I've been in here, let's just see if we can get this thing to focus. I've been in there today already, got in deeper as well than anyone else has. But if you look at this, let's just do this as well. Shut the doors. Give give you a last look from behind. If you look at this little car, hard to believe, minus the hubcaps, that it's 21 years old, 2005 model. And then of course the hubcaps, they're all missing their badges. 3 of them were missing. I'm just going to take them to the garage and clean those centers. Then I will scour them with a Scotch pad and just tidy it up a bit. And then you can see all of this brown muck that I couldn't get off even with a pressure washer. That I'm going to try one more trick. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to rattle can over the top of everything, and at least they'll all be silver. They look quite nice on the car, to be honest, so I'm very tempted to just stick with them rather than going alloys. We'll see, but yeah, there you go. The new daily, I'm very happy with it. I think there's a few little things that I still need sorting, like the driver's window that doesn't run up and down the motor. There's either a cable or a lever or something that's not working. This, anyone want to buy a Astro van? Really need to move this on. But for now, hubcaps, and I think tomorrow morning I'll tackle this thing with the polisher. Why is George fucking my pajamas? You little fucking nasty shit. Straight into the wash. You should go in the wash as well. What are you doing? Hey, look at this. Little fucker. Go on, get off. Well, I don't know how many hours I've got in this, but you will see that it is a bit more shiny now. It's been pressure washed, hand washed, machine polished. I'm really, really pleased. You can see there's a significant change now to all of this. All of this was really scratched up, so very, very thankful and pleased that it's come back because that would have bothered me. Come right around the front, obviously. The other thing I did was to polish up the headlights again, because they were yellow as well, which isn't ideal. So the headlights have been polished and buffed back to a standard. The hubcaps have all been repainted. I'll order some new badges for them in. I think in a way you can say that this little car has certainly been revived. Shiny, shiny, shiny. I do like shiny. So, yeah. There was some damage and scrapes down this side, which you can't see now. I'll show you the roof first, some more of the roof, which has come back so beautifully. Let me look at that. Just pure luster and gloss. This door was quite scratched up. You can see I've managed to get it back with 3 little dents left in it, which I'm not going to mess with. Paintless dent removal guy will be able to do that. All the rust stains I've polished out. And that's it. Things like the tailgate, I'd love to find another one of these, but it also didn't work properly. Now you'll see it does actually go back, but it needs more work. One more job I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a section of skateboard decking type material and just lay it at the edge here as a loading surface. But I'm thankful and pleased, first of all, to have this car, but also just the fact that I could recover it nicely and get it back to where it should be. Let's open everything for a minute. I'll open this one some more. Like I said, that to me is probably my biggest win, getting that recovered. Interior looks good. Happy with that. The window glass still needs seeing to, but I'll do that tomorrow when I'm in the mood. And for the moment, like I said, I've also lubricated the doors. Every hinge in this vehicle has now been lubricated. And then yesterday, lifting the scuttle, all of that has been done. Engine bay washed and cleaned properly. And then stepping back once again, last look. Everything is tidy and clean, as we like it. So yeah, the Volkswagen is a Volkswagen again. Two days worth of cleaning. Now I'm happy. Took a lot of effort. Pressure wash, hand wash, machine polishing with rubbing compound, and then another hand buff after that. But if you look at the paint, it's now shiny and gleaming. Really truly is. There's no scratches left on it, which it was covered in scratches. So pleased as anything. Hopefully nobody's coming in turning camera. Maybe someone is, I don't know. Courier, I guess. So what we got. Damage on the door I've also repaired. That looks a whole lot better. So yeah, happy with the outcome. And I've painted the hubcaps silver. So they look a little bit better as well. Parked up at the farm means vehicles are coming and going. I've just unlocked the gate. So yeah, this is the little Golf, my new daily. And thanks again to Ellis for making it happen and Elizabeth for selling it to me. Yeah, over and out, I guess.